From the dust and the heat, a new fire is born, where sun-scorched earth meets the eye of the storm.
They said ice in the desert, that's a crazy dream.
But we're changing the game, building up steam. The sun beats down, but the ice is cold, where desert-born warriors break the mold.
The Basha Bearcats are taking the lead. Brophy Preps Broncos begin to stampede.
The Campo Verde Coyotes own the night under the arena lights. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town.
The Centennial Coyotes are ready to attack. Chaparrals, Firebirds, there's no turning back.
The Corona Aztecs are carving up the ice. The desert fist of thunder is bringing the spice.
A clash of the titans, a battle of might.
Skating like lightning in the desert night. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town. From Flagstaff's to Avalanche, a flurry of white, to the Hamilton Huskies, ready for the fight.
The Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions, fierce and mean. Notre Dame Saints, a heavenly scene.
The Pinnacle Pioneers breaking new ground, and the Tucson Road Runners coming to your town. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town. Yeah, Arizona high school hockey. The desert heat, the frozen sheets can't be beat. From the dust and the heat, a new fire is born, where sun-scorched earth meets the eye of the storm.
They said ice in the desert, that's a crazy dream.
But we're changing the game, building up steam. The sun beats down, but the ice is cold, where desert-born warriors break the mold.
The Basha Bearcats are taking the lead. Brophy Preps Broncos begin to stampede.
The Campo Verde Coyotes own the night under the arena lights. We are the ice in the heart of the sand, the fire and ice that you can't contain. From the valley of the sun to the mountain's high peak, this is Arizona hockey. Hear the crowd shriek, the crash of the boards, a deafening sound. This is our house, this is our town.
The Centennial Coyotes are ready to
Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to the Ice Den here in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are on the Shane Doan rink. There's 3 rinks in this facility, as many of you that have been here know. And we are just getting ready to get underway here in game 18 of 20 for both these teams. At the Basha Bearcats D2 team against the Campo Verde Coyotes D2 team. And we will be getting underway here in just a moment.
Big game for both these teams. There's 6 teams in the Division II level. They're all separated by 1 point, 38-37.
That's incredible.
Basha Perry number 5 against Campo Verde number 1. Campo Verde number 1, 38. They're up to 37 level. So it's going to be interesting to see who plays. Maybe it'll be an even more gritty game. A little more back and forth when it comes to physicality. Both teams are going to want it more. It's going to come down to who's going to want it more, you know?
Yeah, and it might even come down to fair play points.
A little bit of a funny story. If you look at both ends of the nets, we have 2 Knights AA teammates, Yankee and Trey Baus.
Yeah, so hopefully nobody gets hurt tonight. They both got to play tomorrow night as well. So anyways, play is underway. We've got Campo in their dark uniforms to the right, and Bearcats to the left in their white uniforms. Here come the Coyotes down into the Bearcat zone. We got Schickling in after it, and on the left side, hits his man into the corner. Comes back to Lopez at the left point. Fires it in, but that hits Smuth, and he gets it out to center ice. Bearcats just dump it into the zone. Puck rolls around behind Yankee to his right. Iniguez picks it up there, gets it up to Reinhardt, and Bearcats dump it back into the zone. They clear, and they are changing their D pair. Puck into the left of Yankee. Here come the Coyotes now down the left side. Reinhardt hits Schickling. Schickling goes over to the far side, gets around his man, puts the puck through the legs, then he's checked. Here come Bearcats back the other way. Noah Stanley now coming up the right side, up over the blue line, goes in on the left side. Lindsay pushes him wide. Puck goes across ice. Helvik comes in there. Puck goes around to the right of Yankee. Bearcats just dump it in behind the goal. Helvik is after it there. He sends it up the middle, goes right to the left D man. He one-times it right into Yankee. And a bit of a bouncer there, but he picks it up with his glove, and we'll have a face-off in the Coyote zone to his right.
Yeah, as you saw there, a bit of a bouncy puck. Sometimes those pucks are warm coming into the game. Sometimes they're cold, and it sucks when you get a shot off and it's bouncy, so you can't really control it.
Yeah, you never know where those are going. Puck goes over to the half boards, back up to left D. Guevara gets around his man. Here comes Guevara. He's all alone. Guevara fires it, saved by Boss. Good chance by Leo Guevara there. He was wide open, and here comes Bearcats back the other way, 3-on-1. Up over the blue line, they lost the puck there. Puck comes out, Bannon tips it up to Helvik. Bannon picks up a loose puck. Now the Bearcats back the other way over the blue line, and to Stanley, fires it in. That goes in behind the goal, left of Yankee. Lindsay sends it around behind to the right side. Lopez picks it up there, Smith rather, picks it up there, sends it up the middle of Bannon off his stick up into center. And the Bearcats try and send it the other way, intercepted by Helvik. He circles back in his own side of the red line, picking up steam, coming down the left side, moving in top of the circle, moves into the middle. Ran into traffic there. Tanganelli's going to move in. He keeps it in, then he's checked. Dahlberg out there now as well. Kept in by Helvik, just inside the line on his backhand. Gets it over to Smith. Smith coming in the right side. Sends it into the corner. Tanganelli tried to hit Dahlberg in front. Bearcats send it out the left side. Helvik gets around his man there and has the puck back in his own zone. Sends it over to Smith in front of his own bench. Goes cross ice to Lindsay. Lindsay now coming up through the middle. He's got Tanganelli on his left. Lindsay, top of the circle, fires it in. That goes over the top of the goal. Dahlberg in after it now. Mankey moves in, right in. Puck goes wide. Now it's coming out the right side, out through center ice area. Bearcats chasing it down into the Coyote zone. Puck comes to Coyotes, coming out the right side now. That's tipped up, but not out. Dahlberg hits his man heavily into the bench area. Puck fired right on. Yankee steers it to the right. From the Coyotes trying to clear it out. Mankey trying to get it out. And Smith now picks it up, coming out the left side. Hits Tanganelli up at the blue line. Tanganelli has Mankey with him. Over the line, drops it back to Mankey. Mankey sends it in behind the goal. Got Tanganelli right in front. Boss steers that one to the corner. Bearcats coming back the other way. His right-handed man up the middle. That didn't quite work. Reinhardt gets it back to Mankey, here comes Reinhardt again on the left side, up over the blue line. Hits Mankey, back to Reinhardt. Reinhardt on the left side, sends it in behind the goal to Schickling. Schickling dumps it back out, and the Bearcats pick that one up and get around Iniguez. Lopez is back. Lopez steers him off the boards, and puck is not quite out. Mankey sends it up to Reinhardt. Reinhardt tips it up to Schickling. Here comes Schickling in on the right side, goes wide, cuts into the middle, fires it, and that goes high over the goal. Takes a funny bounce off the glass, comes right out to center ice. Lopez picks it up there, hits Schickling, or Guevara rather. Puck comes back the other way. Iniguez now with it at his own blue line. Over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt tips it off the boards up to Schickling. He gets hit there into the boards. Bearcats send it back the other way, and we're going to have an icing call here as the puck crosses the line. Good action there, not many whistles so far.
We're starting to see that physicality pick up as this period goes along. I mean, in the beginning, everyone's trying to feel each other out in the first period. I mean, obviously, these are two crosstown rivalry teams. Basha and Campo, it's been a heated rivalry throughout the history of high school hockey. But, I mean, it's fun to watch when both teams get into it, and they get into it early.
Yep. Lindsay keeps that in the blue line now. Musk digs it out and dumps it in back into the Campo zone. Guevara now picks it up at center. Coming in down on the left side. Gets bodied in there. Hits the linesman, actually. Bearcats now. Here comes Hurd out over zone blue line. Up through center. Here come the Bearcats. Top of the circle. Fired in. Yankee steers that to the right. Smith goes after it to the left of Yankee now. Tries to get it up the boards to Guevara. That couldn't connect. Here come the Bearcats coming in behind the goal. Looking to center it. They got a couple of men right in front. Puck goes through the crease area. Top of the circle. One-timer. That goes off the side of the goal. Some of the fans thought that went in because it did hit the side of the goal. Bearcats need to clear, and they do. Smith hits Schickling. Schickling coming on the left side. He's got Smith trailing. He's got one-hander. Tried to center it to Guevara. Up in the corner to the left of the Bearcat goal. They chip it off the boards, but not out. And now they send a man up through the middle. Iniguez takes his man in. Not sure what they're calling there. They're calling that interference? Wow.
I think what they got him for was when he reached that handout, would have let him get to the puck. I think they were going to see it as interference. But honestly, any other game day, I think that would be a fair call.
That was, that's how you're supposed to play.
It's one of those trickier calls where the ref just, he's not really reading the play right. And you get a bad call and he's in the box, you got to serve 2 minutes. It sucks, but hopefully they can kill it off.
So we have a face-off to the right of Yankee and the Coyote goal. They are killing the penalty. Smith in behind, gets a weak shot around into the corner. Lopez chases the puck there. Puck on the left side now. Dahlberg bumps his man in there. Lopez picks it up, sends it through Helvik back to the blue line. Bearcats fire one in, right on, and Yankee pulls that in with his glove. He had not too much traffic in front as the Coyotes could not clear the zone, and the Bearcats took advantage, got a nice shot on goal.
Yeah, that was almost offside. That was almost offsides there, but then he kind of re-gets it, shoots it from the point, and it was a nice save by Yankee.
Goes in behind the goal. Helvik with it there. He's got 3 Bearcats on him. Fires it around over to the right side. Gets back to the left D. Bearcats into the half boards, cutting into the middle. Fires a shot off a leg of. Here comes Lopez coming out through center. He gets hit. Gets the puck into the Bearcat zone. They're going to regroup there as Lopez moves back to his right D position. There's a stick right in the slot area. Now the referee's picking it up in front of Yankee. And puck goes back to Boss. He steers it to the left side. Bearcats try to exit the zone. That's picked up by Helvik. Oh, he gives it away to Stanley. Stanley goes back the other way, and then he gives it away to Lopez. Right on. Boss steers it into the corner to his right. Here come the Bearcats up the other way now, and they are on the power play for another minute. Here comes Hurd off the boards into the Coyote zone. Smith tried to clear it. That was kept in, though. Puck along the boards. Bearcats with it to the left of Yankee. Puck goes in behind. Good battle there by Smith. Comes up with it on his backhand. Tips it up to Helvik. Hops over his stick. Kept in by Stanley at the point. Smith fires it around to the right side. Kept in by the left D of the Bearcats. He just dumps it in behind the goal. Lindsay's out there now. He knocks his man. Bearcats lost the puck in the corner. And here come the Coyotes back the other way. Helvik lost it, though, just inside the line. Puck still just inside the line. Now it's cleared out to center ice. And we have 13 seconds remaining in the penalty. Here comes Stanley now down the left side into the circle to the right of Yonke. Try to cut right across. He does. He still got it. Against the half boards. Fires it in around. Comes out to the left D. Coyotes at full strength. Bearcats fire one in. That goes wide. Comes around to the right D. Fires it back into the corner. Battle for the puck in there. And Bearcats keep it in. Lindsay gets a hold of it, and then he hits Helvik with it. Helvik has Mankey on his left. Helvik gets it across. Mankey on his backhand, pulls on the forehand, fires it in. Shoulder saved by Boss. Puck cleared back, and Iniguez now has it. Back to the Coyotes at center, over to Lopez. Lopez off Mankey, stick into the corner to the right of Boss. And here come the Bearcats in behind. Good forecheck there by Reinhardt. Puck picked up by Schickling. It's a man in front. Oh, he fires it and he scores! Schickling cut across the goal and backhanded it into the open corner, and that gives the Coyotes the 1-0 lead.
On the replay, it'll look like he was going in for more of a bank, like he was going for a rebound. But then it ends up going in somehow off the backhand. It looks like it bounces off his glove and somehow finds its way past the blocker, as we see on the replay there. I mean, good goal. They'll give him a good bump and give him the leverage going into the rest of the period.
So the Coyotes are on the board after killing off the penalty. They get a chance, and make no mistake. And here comes Reinhardt now in behind the goal. Puck tried to center it out front. He now sends him behind to Mankey. Mankey over to Schickling in the corner to the left of Boss. Oh, tried to hit Iniguez, who's cutting in from the point. And that just failed to connect on Lopez now. Has to chase it down in his own zone behind the goal. Oh, and one of the Bearcats lost an edge. Went right into Yonke, and here's the Bearcat got the worst of that.
Yeah, dangerous play there. He loses the edge, goes into the post, and sometimes those posts, if you get them in the right spot of the knee where the padding isn't really padded, the knee pads,
Yeah.
it'll hurt. It'll leave a little bruise there for a little bit. But I mean, luckily he got up pretty fast, and he's looking fine.
Yeah, and sometimes those with players sliding in like that, sometimes the goaltender gets the worst of it, but Yonke seems to be fine.
Yeah, the biggest issue is when they get under that pad and it pulls the groin out. And
Right.
luckily, Yonke, that didn't happen, so we avoided that one.
Or jams it up against the post or something. But anyways, both players appear to be fine. Face off outside the Coyote blue line. Bearcats now coming in on their right side. Lopez steers him into the corner. Dahlberg takes his man in. Dahlberg has it in behind the goal, coming in on his backhand. Iniguez gets dumped, and here come the Coyotes back the other way. Guevara hits Dahlberg. Dahlberg in over the line. Cuts in the middle. He still got it. Oh, tried to get it across to Guevara. Dahlberg right in front, backhands it. That goes across into the corner to the left side of Boss, and puck rolls back out to center ice. Guevara after it on the forecheck. Bearcats regrouping inside their own zone. Hard pass. Comes out to center. And the Coyotes now coming out their left side at their own blue line. See, we have at least one player from the game across the other sheet of ice. Goche's out there now. And the Bearcats regrouping in behind their own goal. Guevara in on the forecheck. Out there with Helvik. Helvik tips that one down. Puck goes into the corner to the right of Boss. Bearcats cleared around. That's going to be kept in by Goche at the right point. Sends it into Helvik. Helvik kicks it up to his stick. Cuts into the middle on his backhand. Chips it over to the far side. He's going to pick it up there. Sends it back, and that was out of the reach of Lopez. And we have a penalty coming up to the Bearcats. Yonke has left the goal for an extra attacker. Lopez coming out the right side. Puck goes off the Bearcat stick as it went up to Helvik. And it looks like we're getting a cross-checking call against the Bearcats. Number 16.
We've got, looks like 3 players from the other game back, or 2. Yeah, cross-check. Didn't really see that one, so can't really say anything on that, but
yeah, a couple of players, he still got pants and socks from their previous game. They literally just walked across from one sheet of ice to the other here as their travel game is just ending. And it's interesting because a couple of them are on Basha team and a couple of them are on the Coyotes team.
It's just a family affairs of teams out here today.
Yeah, here comes the bump, and Yankee, just barely clears it. Bearcats keep it in. Reinhardt picks it up. Here he comes back. He loses an edge at the blue line. Now he gets back up. Here he comes in over the Bearcat line. Goes into the corner to the left of Boss. Just missed Shackert with that pass. Gets it back to Smith now. Smith dumps it back into Reinhardt to the right of the goal. Back into Shackert. Shackert comes into the circle. Tried to send that across to Helvik. That failed to connect, and puck is sent down with just over a minute here remaining in the power play for Campo Verde. Comes Gauthier back the other way, coming up the right side, up through center now, picking up some speed into the Bearcat zone. Cuts right in front, he scores! Alex Gauthier hits the top right corner, and that is a power play goal, and the Coyotes take a 2-0 lead.
I mean, that was perfect goal. He comes into the middle, and then he finds the shooting lane, and he takes it. I mean, you can see him here. He's cutting in wide with the puck. He finds the shooting lane in front of the net. No one's there to make a pass, so he just shoots it, and it goes in. I mean,
Put the puck on net, yeah, good things happen, right?
archery vision there.
Yeah. That is not the first time he's done that either. He's often making an end-to-end rush, but then on the power play there, and he connects, and Coyotes on the board. Here comes Lopez now. Puts Iniguez. Mankey dumps it into the zone to the left of Boss. Coyotes leading 2-0 here in the first period. Bearcats coming back the other way now, up of their own line, up through center. Puck rolls into the left of Yankee. Lopez takes his man. Puck is still in behind the goal. Puck comes right to the side, and Yankee sticks his glove down and pulls that one in. And we'll have a face-off in the Coyote zone to his left.
Good reset for his team, get a change in, get fresh legs on the ice, and I mean, that's a good play by Yankee there. You know, just reset everything, get a draw so we can get out of our zone.
Yep, absolutely. Good call. It's just the Bearcats didn't change anybody, but the Coyotes pretty much had a full change there. Puck goes in behind the goal. Puck goes over to the right side of Yankee. Guevara battling for the puck along the boards. And here comes Dahlberg. Good speed up over the Bearcat line. Tried to tip it over to Bannon. Puck loose right into Boss as it just kind of chipped up into his midsection, and he was able to hold on to that one.
Yeah, it looks like Muth almost put in his own net there. That could have been really bad for a squad. I mean, pretty deflating too.
Yeah. Dahlberg showing good speed coming in over the blue line there. And then just chipped it towards the net area. Another dangerous opportunity for the Coyotes. Dahlberg in for the draw. Bannon on the left. And Helvik on the right, Eric Guevara on the right now. Right in front. Bannon. Puck's in the crease. And Boss looks up at Bannon. Their teammates on travel. And I'm sure there was a word or two exchanged there.
Yeah, it was a good play by Trey Bosch. Just try and make yourself as big as possible. Sometimes you lose the puck swimming in the crease around, so you try to make yourself as big as possible and hope the puck hits you.
Puck comes around to the right side. Bearcats trying to clear their zone. They send it up through center. And Ewert's now out as well for the Coyotes. He just came off the, puck puts the puck right on. And luckily, Matt Yankee was alive and well there.
That's both sides, both players trying to put in their own nets now.
Yeah. As Ewert just got off the Coyote game on the other sheet of ice. That was the Junior Coyotes, and now he's on for the Campo Verde Coyotes. Comes Phillips now, and on the right side, he's got Lindsay in the middle. Good stick play there by the Bearcat player. Phillips sends it around. Comes back to Ewert. Ewert moves over to the right boards. Cuts into the corner to the left of Boss. He moves in behind now. He's got Gauthier back at the point. Off the boards to him. One-timer fires it in. Pad save. Steered to the left of the goal. Helvik now with it. He's got Lindsay in front. Tried to go through the legs. He's still got it. He's very tricky with the puck. Off the boards. Back to Phillips. Phillips across to Gauthier. Gauthier fires one in through traffic. That just goes to the left. Phillips fires it back into the corner to the left of Boss. Lindsay in after it. Puck bounces off Helvik. Good keep there by Ewert. Comes into Lindsay. Lindsay over to Helvik. Fires it in. Shoulder save. Puck bounces. He tried to get it with his skates, and the Bearcats clear it out to center ice, back into the Coyote zone, and Ewert hopefully won't put it on his own net this time. He comes out, cuts right in front though, comes up the right side. And the Coyotes in. Phillips fires it in off the post wide. Bearcats now coming up their left side, up through center. Yeah, good check there, but here comes Stanley in on his left side. Tried to cut in, lost the puck in the corner. Smith now picks it up there. This is Gauthier actually coming back, coming up the right side. Oh, and made a move, and Shackert was trying to stretch to stay onside, but
Sometimes you get caught and it's the worst feeling ever, you know. And unfortunately, he had a good boost of energy going in there. He had a good stride and gets cut off. It's the worst thing ever.
Shackert in for the draw, wins it back. Smith cross to Lopez. Lopez cutting in. He's going to keep going right into the corner to the right of Boss. Sends it around behind. Reinhardt tries to jam it short side. Check there, sends it back to Schickley on the half boards, across to Shackert, covering back on the right D, into the middle. Oh, and Reinhardt had an open net, but he couldn't connect. Here come Basha back the other way. Up over the Coyote line, top of the circle, fires it in. Yonke to save, puck cleared, bounces, and Schickling picks it up inside it, just coming outside of his own zone. Comes across over the left side, tries to cut through the middle. And he bump steers it in behind the goal, and here come the Bearcats now, back the other way. They send it up along the boards. Smith picks it up there, just fires it back to center ice. Bearcats now pick it up. Good check there by Lopez. Schickling dumps a backhander back into the zone to the right of Boss. And that's the end of period one. Coyotes leading 2-0. We'll be back with period number 2 in just a moment. We are back, getting ready for period number 2. We'll have the Coyotes in their dark jerseys to our left for this period. We got Cohen Mankey out there to take the draw at center. He's out there with Phillips and Tanganelli. Looks like we got Ewert and Anigas back on D.
Both teams are tied 11-11 in shots, but the Coyotes have somehow found a way to slip in too. So we'll see how this period goes.
Yeah, pretty good action so far. Bearcats now coming out of their own zone, send it right across ice. Ewert intercepts that, otherwise they'd have had a man in the clear. Comes in over the line to the left of the goal. Lost the puck in the circle. Puck bounces out through center. Ewert now has it back from Phillips. Ewert sends a bouncer back over to Phillips in front of the Bearcats bench. Mankey sends it around behind the goal to the left of Boss. Bearcats try and rim it around and out, and they do. Anigas has to chase it back in his own zone, fires it out to center, and Bearcats pick it up there. Clear after clearing the zone. Slowing in on to Yonke, and he steers it to Ewert in behind the goal, coming out the left side. Evan Ewert now coming up over his own blue line. He's got Phillips on the right side. Comes in onto the left side, pulls up, sends it in around to Mankey and behind the goal. He's got Phillips out front, Tanganelli as well. Lopez now sneaks into the middle. Puck goes off his stick. And comes over to Ewert. Fires one in off a stick to the right of the goal. Mankey checks his man. Puck bounces. Mankey comes out with it. just past Tanganay. Lopez picks it up, though. He fires that just to the left of the goal. Puck is in behind. Coyotes with it along the boards in the corner. Bearcats come in to check Mankey. Back to Phillips at the right D. Goes across to Ewert at the top of the circle. Gets around his man. He's on his backhand. Pulls it to the forehand. That's Phillip back up high. Mankey in the middle. Sends it back. That's intercepted by the Bearcats. Phillips just chips it in. And Lopez picks it up at center, coming down the left side. Coyotes clear the zone. Puck still in. Mankey goes off for a change. Bearcats send it over onto the weak side. Puck rolls into the Coyote zone. Ewert's out there. Bearcat lost an edge. Puck goes into the corner where Lopez picks it up. He runs into some traffic behind the goal. Bearcats send it around to the right of Yonke. Helvig now picks it up there. He lost it at the blue line. Puck bounces in, bounces out. Yonke steers it to Lopez. Lopez now coming out the right side. He swung and missed. He still got it. Up through center now, up over the blue line. He's got Lindsay in the middle. Tried to feed him. That was intercepted, and the Bearcats come back the other way. And they almost sprung him in. But that just missed, and they are called for icing.
That was a pretty dangerous opportunity down low. They had a 2-on-1, and then he loses an edge in the corner, and that's really bad. I mean, you're just thinking like, that sucks. But he recovered it for a second, then the Coyotes got it back, and they got it out, and now they got an offensive zone face-off. So let's see if they can capitalize off of this one.
Yep, 12.5 minutes remaining, period 2. Coyotes with the 2-0 lead. Helvig in for the draw to the right of the Basha goal. Puck slides over to the left side. Stanley sends a backhander around. Lindsay's going to pick it up there on the half boards. Sends it in behind the goal. Guevara, he's got Helvig out front. Lindsay now picks it up. Sends it back to Gauthier at the left point. Gauthier moves into the middle, fires a low one in. That goes wide. Helvig picks it up there. Dumps it back to Smith. Smith puts it right on goal. That's steered by Boss to the corner. Lindsay picks it up in there. He loses it to the Bearcats. Lindsay picks it up again, though. Top of the circle. Off the boards back to Gauthier at the left D. Gauthier fires one in. That hits a Bearcat player. Puck goes into the left of the goal area, into the corner. Lindsay tried to center it to Guevara, and the Bearcats try to clear the zone. Now it's out. Gauthier picks it up. He gets squeezed off there. Here come the Bearcats back the other way. Good speed coming in the left side. Fired in, glove save. Big rebound comes out to Smith. Puck to the right of the goal. Bearcats with it. Got him in right in front. He picks it up there, fires it over top of the goal. A couple of good chances there by the Bearcats. Smith chips it out to Helvig. Helvig clears the zone now. Puck bouncing on him. Coming up over the Bearcat blue line. Tries to go around his man and slides it in on goal. And Boss is able to pull that one in. And we'll have face-off coming up to the left of the Bearcats goal.
We see a lot of this zone time for the Campo Coyotes. They get it, they calm it down, and then it's like with Basha, they're going in on rushes, They're trying to just get one off on a rush, and then it gets out quickly, and they go on another rush. With Campo, it looks like they're playing more of a system where they're trying to keep it in the zone and control it and kind of slow down the play.
Yep, they're definitely getting more zone time, as you say. Schackhart sends it across ice to Schickling. Schickling to the right of the goal. Back to Schackhart. Reinhardt chases it in over the other side. Bearcats can't clear it. Reinhardt has it now. Back to Schackhart in behind. Try to go short side. Puck comes over to outside the left of the goal. Schackhart chasing it in behind. Bearcats steered over to the corner. Now the Bearcats come up with it. Iguez pinches. He's able to hold it in temporarily. Now it bounces out. Puck goes across ice. It's out of Schickling's reach. And Bearcats now regrouping in their own zone. Send it up to center, and Iguez is going to pick it up. He's on his backhand. Wisely sends it off the boards to Reinhardt. Schackhart hits Schickling coming in the middle on his backhand. Pulls it to the forehand, fires it in. Nice pad save by Boss. Puck goes into the corner to his left. Ewert now has it. Hits an Iguez back at the right D. Puck rolled off his stick. Fired a high one in. And Boss is able to snag that one with his glove and hold on for a face-off. Again, good zone time there by the Coyotes. Both teams full-scale changes.
Looks like Trey Boss is having some sort of equipment thing right now. I don't know. To get this helmet. Looks like he's got it all figured out, though, now.
Yeah, hopefully the referee waits till he's set. I was in a game in
Yeah,
a tournament last
would,
weekend.
that would not be good.
The guy dropped the puck and the goalie wasn't even ready.
Yeah, he was drinking his water.
Yeah.
Dangerous outcome.
Yeah, could have been. Lopez sends it up through the middle. Bearcats pick it up, coming up over their own blue line on the right side. Ran into Phillips there. Phillips now picks up the loose puck, dumps it into the zone to the right of Boss. Bearcats in behind their own goal. And they exit the zone. Tried to spring a man on the right side. That's Bump. He goes into the corner and behind to the left of Yankee. Comes back to the right D for the Bearcats. They send it over to left D now. Young with it. Moves in, fires one in. Right on. Got a good shot away, right on, and nice save by Matt Yankee.
That was a good job by Basha Perry getting traffic in front of the net so Yankee can't see the puck. And it looks like he was looking for it, but he still found out how to find a window and all that traffic and was able to make that save.
Yep. Good job by the Coyotes trying to clear the path there so that he could get a view at it. A nice shot from the point by Young on the Bearcats. Face off to the right of Yankee. Mankey in for the draw. He's out there with Helvik and Lindsay. Ewert sends it around over to Lindsay on the left side. Puck rolled over his stick. Bump dumps it back into the corner. Smith goes in there with a couple of Bearcats. Puck goes right through the crease area over on the right side, and Helvik looks up, dumps it off the boards to Ewert. He has to circle back. Sends it over to Smith. Smith now on the left side. Tried to hit Lindsay with it. Lindsay tips it up to Mankey. He dumps it into the corner. Goes in behind the goal. Oh, he goes down. Gets taken down in there. And I believe we might have a tripping call here. I think they're calling it hooking. To the Bearcats. As Mankey went in behind the goal there.
We're going to take a look here on the replay. We see Mankey go behind the net. Basha players behind him. 76 gets the stick right there. It didn't look like there was much of a hook. I think they were calling more the stick in the stomach. I think they were saying it impeded his way of getting to the puck.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they gave him the hooking.
Yep. So face off to the left of Boss. Coyotes on the power play. And puck comes all the way down to the left of Yankee. Ewert gets there first. He circles back. Reverses again, and he's got Shacker over on the right side. Coyotes Ewert now goes behind the goal to set things up. And first pass is out of the reach of Shackard, and the Bearcats pick it up at their own blue line. And they just pick it up and fire it all the way back. And Ewert will try this one again. Puck rolling on him. And he settles it down. Off the board, sends it around to Lindsay. Lindsay, cross ice. That was intercepted by Bearcats. Good anticipation, but Reinhardt picks it up top of the circle. Fire that one off a stick, goes to the left of the goal, and Boss slides out and gloves it. And he has that one in behind the goal. Minute 12 remaining in the power play for the Coyotes. Boss seems to have his mask all settled now. Puck comes back to Ewert, goes across the left side to Lopez. Lopez tried to send it right in the middle. Oh, Schickling almost got a stick on that. He's out there with Dahlberg. And Bannon in front. Puck just clears the zone. Lopez now has to wait for his teammates to clear. They do. He dumps it in but loses it. He gets knocked off his skates. And now here comes Basha back the other way. One-on-one with Ewert in over the line. Ewert steers him in behind the goal. Good work there. Good D by Ewert as he gets held up there. And here comes Schickling now. He's out with Bannon and Lopez. Schickling. Oh, everybody seems to be losing an edge at center there. Bannon stays on side. Lopez tried to get it back to Schickling. Right in front. Oh, it went off a Basha player's skate. Bannon takes him into the boards along in the corner there. Puck is cleared all the way down to the right of Yankee, and Lopez picks it up there. And he's in behind his own goal, sends it up to Ewert. Ewert now up over his own blue line. Comes it on the right side into the circle. Bannon cutting to the goal. Ewert gets bodied off the puck. And is Ewert getting a call here, it looks like?
It looks like it's going to be for both captains of both squads here. One goes out of the sin bin for Basha, another one goes back in.
So penalties to the captains. It's a bit of a battle on the boards there. I didn't see anything too egregious, but
Maybe there were words being said that prompted it.
well, that could always be the case. So face off, Helvik wins it back, comes Basha now, picks it up in the center ice, middle of the ice area, up off Shackhart's stick, and he goes with it. Send it up off the boards. Shackhart lost an edge. And here comes Helvik now in on the right side. Fires it, blocker save, puck goes high in the air, bouncing, picked up by Reinhardt, dumps it off to Shackhart. He's coming in on the left side, trying to put it in front. He scored! Shackhart. Well,
they're saying no goal.
I was going to say.
It's in the back of the net, but it's
So-
on the line.
Here, let's
Let's
We'll have
have
to
a
look
look
at
at
the
that
replay.
one.
watch the picture in picture.
We're too far to see from here, but I was just going by Shackhart's reaction.
Yeah, it's right there on the goal line. You can't see it quite, but from our view, it looked like it was in, but a pretty tall ref, so I'm going to take what he said.
Yeah.
Looks like he can see more than we can.
He is pretty tall, isn't he? My goodness. There's a linesman there, anyways. Helvik loses the puck. Here comes Basha now. Good play there by Iniguez to pick up the loose puck. Puck goes around to the right of Yankee. So we have coincidental penalties here. 5-on-5. Puck comes out to the right of Yankee. Shackhart picks up the puck. He's got Reinhardt cutting through the middle. Reinhardt has to pull up Shackhart over the line. He's still got it. Fires it in. Boss again. Puck bounces high.
Like
It's a
I was
very
saying-
similar play, right?
Sorry for interrupting you. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I said earlier, those pucks bouncing, they get warm, they start bouncing around, and a bouncing puck can decide a game's fate, so it's dangerous when you have a bouncy puck like that and it's uncontrollable.
Yeah, it's a couple of very similar to the last play where Boss made the save, puck bounces high in the air, and then puck comes all the way back now into the Coyote zone. Stanley in there after it. Smith comes in, takes him out. Puck is loose. Tanganelli picks it up, coming out the left side, inside his own zone, cutting through the middle, up over the blue line. Tanganelli picking up speed, up over the Basha line. Dumps it back to Smith, fires a shot, and Boss throws out the glove and pulls that one in. Good rush there by Tanganelli.
Shots are 19-15. Only four shot difference. I mean, it is a 2-goal difference. They haven't been able to sneak one in this period. Maybe Trey Boss was just warming up a little bit, but it looks like he's starting to find his groove, and the Basha is still a little behind, but we'll see how this game plays out.
Basha now fires it back into the Coyote zone. Smith chases after it, goes in behind the goal. He loses an edge. Takes the Basha player down as well. Puck to the left of Yankee. Goche picks up the loose puck in the corner. Got Tanganelli up in the middle. Here comes Goche now down the left side. Cuts into the middle. Right on, and he scores! Did that go 5-hole? I think maybe.
Yeah.
He slipped it 5-hole. You're going to see here, right here on the replay when it comes up. He cuts in tight right here.
Yep.
Sneaks in a one-handed in the 5-hole. Beautiful goal, and they'll put him up 3-0.
So Goche earlier in the game had cut right into the middle like that and then fired one up in the top corner. This one, he just kind of finesses, I think with one hand even, into the 5-hole. So Coyotes leading 3-0 here with 4.5 minutes remaining in period number 2.
Definitely a very highly exposed area when your goaltender's sliding from the crease to the other end. That 5-hole opens up, and he somehow finds a way to sneak it past.
Coyotes are going to be going on the power play here, and now the whistle goes. Interference call right after the face-off. Mankey got checked and taken down, and he was nowhere near the puck. So we got a captain and an assistant in there for the Bearcats in the box. Hopefully we don't see any Coyote assistants in the box soon. Coyotes will be on the power play now. Face off to the left of Boss. Puck comes back to Lopez at the right D. Fires it across Reinhardt off his skate in behind the goal. Shackhart with it. Back to Reinhardt. Lindsay at the corner of the net. Back to Reinhardt, rather. He fires it in, and Boss makes a nice glove save. Good work by Shackhart and Reinhardt. Back and forth, trying to get some movement and get some openings.
That's sort of how the Coyotes playbook's written up. You know, you try to cycle the puck around, get movement. One guy goes there, then the players cycle down lower. It works sometimes it doesn't. It looks like tonight it's working.
Coyotes clear the zone. Gauthier with it again. Sends it over to Shackhart on the left. Linesman gets in the way. Puck is loose. Picked up by Reinhardt. Tried to hit Lopez off a skate into the corner. Lopez picks it up. Back to Shackhart. Dumps it off to Gauthier. Gauthier coming into the circle to the right of the goal. Fired it into the slot area. Backhander by Lopez. He scores! Power play goal by Michael Lopez. And that makes it 4-0 Coyotes.
On the replay here, you see it pops out to the middle. He finds it. It's given straight to his backhand, and he goes, not sure if he went 5-hole or if he was just up and open net, but it looked like 5-hole to me.
Backhands are always hard to judge as a goaltender. You never know where they're going. So
it's harder because with the forehand, you can see the curve. You can see if it's going to lift up high or low. With the backhand, the curve's going opposite, so you can't really tell.
So Lindsay picked up an assist. I didn't catch the second one on that. And Campo is leading 4-0 here with 3.5 minutes remaining in period 2. Helvik in for the draw to the right of the Bearcat goal. He gets it back to the left D. Smith sends it back in off Bannon. Goes right in front, back to Guevara shoots. Oh, puck loose again. Good opportunities there by the Coyotes. Guevara gets knocked down. Dahlberg hits his man heavily. Puck bouncing. And the Bearcats clear it up to center ice. Race for the puck. Puck forced into the corner. And Dahlberg picks it up there. He tried to go across ice for Helvik. That hits a stick, comes over to the right side. Ewert picks it up there. He picks it up, goes in behind now. Here he comes up the left side. Ewert sends it up on the left side to Helvik. Helvik now in over the line. He's got a couple of teammates breaking. Helvik still has it, top of the circle, moves into the front, fires it. Bearcats pick it up to the right of the goal. Now they send it up through the middle. Bounces. Smith picks it up on his side of center. Takes a heavy hit into the boards. Helvik now has it. One of the Bearcats lost their stick. Helvik in over the line, coming in on the left side. Just flips it high. Boss had his stick out for the poke check. Puck in the corner. Helvik comes up with it. He's right behind the goal. Right to Bannon. He's got it on his backhand. Gets it back to left D. Fired in by Smith. Right on. And puck is held there by Trey Boss.
As this game goes on, it looks like the puck's starting to get a little settled down, but it does get those bounces every now and then. Don't know if they changed the puck out, but I've not been seeing as much bounces, which could go both ways. But the thing with Basha is we're starting to see that physicality pick up. It's really starting to pick up. They're starting to freak out. They're not going to go out with this game without a fight.
Face off to the right of Boss. Bearcats just try to dump it out, and this puck does just clear the line. And Iguez chases it back in his own zone. Jacker picks it up, coming on the right side, top of the circle. He's got a man in front, fires it, right across. Just missed by Schickling. Bearcats pick it up. They're under pressure, and Iguez pinches in. Reinhardt covering. Sends it across over to left D. Schickling's there. Moves into the half boards. He's got Lopez back at the point. And the Bearcats come up the puck, up over the blue line. They got a man coming in the middle off the boards. Tried to hit him there. Puck goes into the left of Yonke and behind. Bearcats come up with the puck right out in front and had a backhander, which I think was going wide, but Yonke gets his glove out on it just the same, just to make sure. And he pulls that one in for a save. Talking about the bouncing pucks and things, I think I've noticed the Coyotes a couple of times have just kind of flipped the puck. Not a hard shot, but just flipped it kind of high to see if it'll go up and land down. And on Trey Boss there.
I mean, yeah, players will start to pick up on the little things like that. And it becomes a strategy at some point.
Young now with it for the Bearcat. Fires it in. Pad save. 6 save. Puck goes to the left side now. Barrett Bump picks it up for the Bearcats. He reverses, still has it. He's checked there. Bearcats have it top of the circle. Bump tried to clear it back to the point. He's still got it there. And here comes Mankey now with it. He's got Guevara breaking up the middle. Dumps it into the zone, chases after it. Puck goes around the other side. Left of Boss. Puck just inside the line. Good keep there by Guevara. And the Bearcats pick it up. They fire it all the way down. And that is an icing call. Tanganelli lost an edge there as well. I've seen so many players losing edges tonight. Not sure if there's everybody's skates are dull or if there's
mainly
something going on
around
with the
that
ice.
center ice too. You know, it's around closer to the boards of center ice.
Face off coming up in the Basha zone to the left of Boss. Bearcats send it off the boards into the Coyote zone. Lopez chasing his man in the corner. Puck goes to the left side. Muth in there for the Bearcats. Ewert now picks it up. 28 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Coyotes leading 4-0. Lopez coming up the right side. He's going all the way up over the blue line. Mankey's covering. Lopez right hand fired at short side. Glove saved by Boss. Bearcats pick it up, come out the right side, and that cleared over. Puck rolling in. They may get a chance here all alone. Fired in, and Yankee is there with a big save as the Bearcats, with 6 seconds remaining in the period, had a good opportunity as the puck went off the boards and they were able to get in behind the Coyote defense.
Yeah, it looked like Hurd was just trying to go for maybe a 5-hole shot or maybe get a rebound. Someone comes in, and no one was there to find it. And Yankee swallows it up like a sponge. So.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the Bearcat player, he had to skate hard to get there, so he had a lot of speed coming in and then didn't have much time to make a play. Puck rolls in on Boss to close out the period. So after 2, the Coyotes leading 4-0. We'll be back with period number 3 in just a moment. So we are getting set for period number 3. 1 point separating these two teams coming into this game. Both playing 18 games
And
so far.
so far, it's looking like the Coyotes might walk away with those extra 3 points.
It's looking that way, but still a period left, so we'll see what the Bearcats can do, and they are now exiting their zone. Coming up through center ice. Puck rolling back on them. Intercepted now by Lindsay. Lindsay up over the line, dumps it in to the right of Boss. Lindsay goes after it. Bearcats clear it up the left side. Puck clears just the zone, and Ewert now has to wait for teammates to get on side. They do, over to Lopez. Phillips tips it in the zone. Bearcats fire it back out to center. Ewert gloves that one down, fires it right back in. Boss is going to settle this one down behind the goal. Back in on the forecheck. Oh, nice move there by the Bearcats, getting around Ewert. Here they come over the blue line, and then he gets checked by Coyotes. Phillips sends it across ice to Helvik. Helvik on the left side at center. He turns it to Ewert. Ewert now coming on the left side on his backhand. He pulls up. Gets it back to Helvik at the point. He loses it there. Luckily, Goche's back covering. Dahlberg couldn't pick it up. Helvik gets it into the zone. Bearcat lost his stick. And here comes Ewert now in on the left side. Got a couple of players trailing. Dahlberg picks up the loose puck. Pulls it to his forehand. Bannon gets a shot. Goes off a leg. Bearcats back to the point. Ewert. Fires a low shot in. And Boss pulls that one in for the save.
Catching it like he's a catcher, calling a strike, you know, pain in the, what do you call it, the box? 32-18 in shots. Campo Verde leading in shots as well as goals. 4-0. 2-goal period.
Yep. Steady and sure. Bearcats into the Coyote zone now to the left of Yonke. Bearcats pick it up. Try to send it out to the crease here. Yonke makes a save. Another one. Point blank. And they score. Rebound by the Bearcats. And there goes the shutout. And they are on the board. 4-1 here in period number 3. Just a minute in. Yonke had to make 2 or 3 point blank stops as the Bearcats just were left open.
Yonke definitely did not make that goal easy for him. That was about 3 taps he had to make off the pads, and that third one, it just goes in. I mean, that's stemmed off of them crashing the net hard and being physical in front of the net, making it known that, hey, we're going to put it in whether you like it or not, you know, and they're taking his coverage. When you got 3 guys across the net, all points, you go from each leverage, you know, and those sticks stick out about 5 feet, so it's no surprise it up in the back of the net.
Great positioning by the Bearcats there, and the Coyotes just had a little defensive letdown there, and it cost them with a goal. Boss now with puck behind his own goal. Bearcats picking up a little bit of energy off that goal. Ewert goes down. Bearcats having it 3-on-1 now, and good back check there by Reinhardt. Puck kept in. Puck goes high. Ewert bats it down, bump right on the goal, pad save. Puck is loose in front of Yonke, and he's able to stretch out and pull it in. Yonke's getting lots of action here early in this third period. He's still adjusting his equipment there as he was all stretching in all different directions. Basha picks up the puck, bump with the puck, sends it right into deep slot. Fired, deflected by Lopez. Basha picks up some energy here, and they're putting on some pressure. The puck's still in the Coyote zone. It was across ice. And here come the Coyotes now. Goche tried to get over the line. Bump picked up for Basha. Here they come down the left side. Just fired deep into the zone. Puck goes around to the left of Yonke. One of the Bearcat players' jersey got caught in the gate over at the Coyote bench. He's all settled there now. Here comes Goche down the left side. Puck goes across the right side. Guevara taken in heavy. Nice check to the chest. He gets up though. Bannon bumps his man off. Guevara picks it up. He runs into traffic again. That's the captain from the Bearcats who just came out of the penalty box.
Big hit on Guevara, and that's got to get the Basha bench going a little bit, but he bounces up. Bounces up quick, and he's back in the play out of nowhere, and that's kind of like showing him like you're not going to knock it down easily.
He's a tough character. Oh, puck bounces back past Ewert. Iniguez chases after it, gets it up to Ewert. He can't clear the zone. Bannon gets a piece of it now. Cuts in front of the net, and here he comes up through the middle. Gets around his man up through center, coming down on the left side. Pulls it to his forehand. Dumps it off to Ewert. Ewert top of the circle. Dumps it into the corner. Half boards picked up by Helvik. Puck bounces right in front of Bannon. Right on. Boss the save. Phillips got a shot. That save as well. Puck comes around over to the kept in at the right side by Iniguez. Puck goes in behind the goal. Helvik with it there. Fires it right into the slot area. Phillips got a piece of it, but puck goes into the corner. And, Basha tries to spring a man down the middle. No icing here. He got a stick on it. Ewert now with it behind his own goal coming out. Now he reverses in behind. As the Coyotes set up to come out of their zone. Helvik gets it up to Lindsay. Lindsay chips it up, but not out of the blue line. Here kept in by Basha coming in on the right side. They dump it into the far corner, and Iguez picks it up. Here he comes up the right side. Tips it up to Phillips. Phillips. Puck just got stuck along the boards there. In front of the Basha bench. Puck comes out now. Lindsay has it. He gets around his man nicely, coming in the right side. Getting harassed from behind. Helvik picks it up, fires it, just goes wide. Basha sends it off the boards and out to Lopez. Lopez chips it up to Helvik. To wait for Lindsay. He clears the zone. Here comes Helvik now. In on the left side. Top of the circle. Fires it in. Just went wide. Bearcats now coming up the left side. Exiting the zone. Just dump it up to center ice. Lopez put it off Phillips' skate into his own zone. Smith comes over. Sends it over to Phillips. Phillips now sends it over on the weak side to Lindsay. Lindsay up through center. He gets poke checked, but he picks up the puck off the boards into the Bearcats zone. 9 minutes remaining here, period number 3. Coyotes with the 4-1 lead. Bearcats with a goal in this period.
We saw just a second ago, Grayson Hurd trying to get into the head of number 17, Jackson Lindsay. It was pretty funny. Jackson's yelling at the refs like, hey, where are you looking, And it looks like they got 17 fired up tonight.
Bearcats get a shot from the left circle and right in on Matt Yonke, and he is there again with a nice save. Not much getting past him tonight. Only second and third rebound on that Bearcat goal. Face off to the right of Yonke. Bearcat come up with it. Ewert now with it in the corner. Up to Guevara. Guevara hits Mankey with it. Mankey just dumps it in to the left of Boss. Boss steers it in behind. Mankey picks it up though. Tries to hit Dahlberg off his foot. Tipped in by Guevara. Puck still loose. Mankey whiffed on that one. Puck comes right into the middle though. And the Bearcats are now going to clear the zone. Wow, that was some furious action there.
That was quite the turn of events.
Yeah, Gauthier, he's got Mankey in front. Sends it high. And that's off the netting and out of play.
About 20 seconds ago, he was swimming his crease getting peppered. And that somehow didn't end up. It banked off the post a couple times. We saw one that floated to the post. Amazing goaltending by Trey Boss right now on that play.
Mankey, what a play. He's down on his knees, and he still managed to get his stick on the puck to backhand it around to his teammate. Just one move that kind of kept that action going. So face off to the right of Trey Boss. Shackard in for the draw. Wins it cleanly back to Ewert. Ewert back at the right point. Wait for some traffic. Fires it in. Boss makes the save. Puck in behind the goal now. Reinhardt jams it short side. Boss the save. Puck is loose. Puck goes high over the goal. And Shackard picks it up over on the left side. One-timer for Reinhardt. That's off a stick. Chickling now picks it up. Shackard in behind. Tried to catch it with his skate, missed, and Basha Perry sends it up to center ice. Here they come down on the left side. Bump fires it from the circle. And Yonke again there with the glove save. Good action on the zones.
7 minutes, 44 seconds left in this game. 34 shots, 25 shots for Basha Perry. It's 4-1. You're thinking you're not too far away. You only got to put 3 in. So Basha Perry's going to start pulling some interesting plays we're going to see soon. Maybe some, getting a little chippy behind plays, trying to get into Campo's head and rattle their cage so they can try and get some leverage and tie this game up somehow.
Yep. This is definitely this is their best period. Lopez coming up the right side. Puck goes off his skate into the Basha zone. They clear it now. Come up. Here comes Bump. In on the right side. He gets checked by Bannon. Lopez picks it up in behind the goal. Referee kind of causing some traffic. Lopez off Tanganelli's stick. Dumps it into and Tanganelli lost on edge again. Basha now in behind their own goal. Tanganelli in on the forecheck. They send it out to the bench area. Wow, that was almost too many men. Luckily, the player that was exiting didn't touch the puck. Yonke steers it to the corner. Dahlberg comes in to help. and sends it around the boards. And that is kept in at the right point. Fired back in again. A lot of players along the boards there, just inside on the half boards. Back to the right D. Fired a shot in. Bad save. Comes back to the point. Fired a long shot in. Puck goes into the sideboards. Dahlberg picks it up. Off the boards. Tried to hit Tanganelli. That was too far ahead of him. Right idea, though. Off the boards and out. And Coyotes are called for icing. 6:22 remaining here, period number 3. So Basha definitely getting some zone time here, some offensive zone time here in this third period. They have the only goal of the period, and the face-off is in the Coyote zone to the right of Matt Yonke. Basha back to the left D, fired in. Puck goes into the corner. Ewert there with it. Pulls it along the boards. He's got Phillips up at center. Here he comes. Ewert still carrying it. He lost it at the circle. Bearcats now with it off Lindsay. And they clear it into the bench area, and we'll have a face-off.
While we have a little bit of break, I'd like to break down the standings really quick. So the Campo Verde Coyotes are tied between 3 teams, 1, 2, and 3, between Centennial and Brophy. Campo's at top first place. And then the bottom of them, Basha, Pinnacle, and Mountain Ridge, all with 37. Mountain Ridge, or Pinnacle being at 4th place, Mountain Ridge being the 6th, and Basha sitting right there in the middle.
And Campo plays Centennial tomorrow. So that could be for first place. Oh, nice save by Matt Yonke, sliding across.
That was a very impressive save.
Wow. He has been on the move here tonight.
From the right to the left and bang with the glove.
Yep.
I mean,
Bounce.
he just comes out of nowhere.
And then he out and pounces on it as just to protect the puck from Basha Perry. So he has definitely kept this a 1-goal game by Basha.
Cat-like reflexes.
Goche cuts right in front of the goal, dumps it up to the right side to Reinhardt, tips it up to Schickling. Schickling now coming in the right side. Got Shackert in the middle, Reinhardt as well. Schickling still has it right in front. Reinhardt with it, pulls it to the front, and right into the glove of Trey Boss.
That's been Reinhardt's favorite spot all game. He sits, parks right in front of the net. Backhand, forehand, he's there.
Him and Boss are having a bit of a conversation here. Shackert in for the draw. Schickling and Reinhardt off to the right side. Puck loose in the circle. Reinhardt comes up with it. Back to the right D. Oh, Lopez couldn't quite reach that. He's back into his own blue line now. In the middle of Schickling off his stick. Puck bounces high, goes over bump. Now bounces into the Coyote zone to the left of Yonke. Here it comes. Coyotes now. Can't clear the zone. Puck kept in by Basha. Basha has it in their own zone. Over to Young. Backhands it out to center to bump. Goche now picks it up, coming through the middle. He's got a couple already tonight. Fires it in. Both saved by Boss. Puck cleared out to center. 1-on-1 here now. Bash coming down the left side. Good D there by Lopez. Reinhardt cutting through the middle now. Puck rolling on him over the Basha line. Puck rolls ahead of him. Basha now. They just clear it and dump it down the ice as they were looking for a change, and no icings, waved off. They come up with the puck right through the crease area. Puck goes into the right corner. Basha still has it inside the zone. They dump it back into the corner. Goche's going to have to go after it in behind the goal. Sends it over to the left side. Schickling in to help. Puck comes out. Bash Perry right in the slot. Fired a save. And Goche gets a piece of the puck and gets a whack at it. And it goes high into the netting over the glass. So luckily it's not NHL rules or he'd be in the box.
I don't think so because it was in the shooting zone. So, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, in NHL, if you shoot it over the glass in your own zone,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but that's not the rule here. Guevara nicely working into the middle. Bearcats now coming up the left side. Puck goes off Guevara's skate. He chips it back in the slot area. And puck comes to Ewert. He just dumps it back in the zone. Bearcats tried to clear it. Picked up by Mankey. He gets dumped into the boards. Guevara on the forecheck. Bannon as well. Here comes Bearcats out the right side. They're forced back by Guevara. Good work by Guevara. Gets the puck right in the slot area. Puck still in the loose. Puck goes into the corner to the right. Bearcats now with it. They tried to send it up the middle. They do. Here they get a break coming through the middle. Still got the puck in on the left side. And nice check there by Ewert as he takes his man into the boards. Puck goes around to the left of Yonke. Picked up by Iniguez. Iniguez now coming out the left side. Gets it up to center. Guevara gets a shoulder check in there. Knocks the Perry player down. Basha now in behind their own goal. 2.5 minutes remaining in the period. Guevara hard on the forecheck. Tanganelli now as well. And here come the Bearcats. Iniguez took a lumberjack swing at that one, and puck goes into Yonke, and he's going to hold on for a face-off.
Quite the center ice hit there by Galore, and not
Yes.
the guy you expect either to lay one like that, but he was down there for a little bit. Luckily, he got back up though pretty quick.
Yeah, he got a good piece of him for sure. So, face-off, 2:23 remaining, and I guess that was not drawn up fairly, so they're going to do that face-off again to the right of Matt Yonke. Helvik in for the draw for the Coyotes. Basha wins it top of the circle, fired it off a stick into the corner to the left of Yonke. Puck is cleared. Here comes Helvik now in over the Bearcat line. Down the left side, he's got Tanganelli in the middle. And he got checked, and puck is rimmed around the boards and out. And Lindsay's going to pick it up there. He's got Smith back on D. Puck bounces over his stick, back in his own zone. Sends it across ice. Ooh, almost picked up by Perry. And here comes Tanganelli now in on the right side. He's got Helvik, drops it back to Lopez. Into Tanganelli, chipped it right in front. Oh, bad save as Lindsay had a great opportunity there. Right pad save by Trey Boss.
This is Smith's first game back after being out for a little bit with the lower body injury. He's looking good. I mean, he's getting back into the game, and he's, it takes a game or two to get back in that groove, especially off of an injury.
Absolutely. Dahlberg in for the faceoff. He's out there with Phillips and Guevara. Face-off to the right of Boss. Guevara gets it back to Smith at the right D. Fires it in off a skate. Minute 40 remaining in the period. Guevara digs out the puck. AHSHA Perry, though, now with it exiting their own zone up through center. Over the Coyote line. Smith goes down in the corner. Perry comes up with the puck, though. Tried to center it right in front. Puck is loose. Oh, Perry's right there. And Yonke again closes the door.
We got a little bit of action in front of Yonke now after. I mean, that was a crashing play. You see that puck pops right into the middle there. And he's right there to take it, but Yonke's just not going to let that one through.
Strong game by Matt Yonke.
It looks like both goalies are kind of fighting for bragging rights in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they have been having conversations. Bearcats keep the puck in the Coyote zone. Puck pops over to the right corner. Reinhardt chips it off the boards, but not out. And here comes Shackart down all alone. TJ Shackart, breakaway, fires it. Nice pad save by Trey Boss. Reinhardt has it in the corner. Puck comes out to Schickling. Bearcats are going to be getting a penalty. Fired it high. Goche now picks it up, so Yonke's on the bench for the extra attacker. Back to Ewert with it in his own zone. 41 seconds remaining. Goche now with it. Coyotes with the extra attacker. Over to Helvik from the circle. He scores!
And that will waiver the penalty as they did score with the net empty. Put them up 5-1. I mean, that was just a gross goal. I mean, you see on the replay, he picks him out. He's picking that goalie's corners all night.
Yes.
Good pass over to Helvik. He finds the slot and just takes it right under the blocker side.
Yep. Far side.
That one's got to hurt if you're the tender in that one.